Hey folks, Nitno here. Today we're starting a base building series, creating interesting and unique base locations. The goal of this video is to provide you with some ideas for your next base and show you exactly how to build it. This video is created on a vanilla server with no mods, therefore it will work on both PC and console. I like to start off my videos by addressing the elephant in the room. Yes, every base can be rated with enough effort. And yes, I still think base building is worth it. It's just important to keep realistic expectations going into it. If you're concerned with losing all of your items, I suggest making an additional hidden stash in the nearby woods. This video uses the chapter feature to easily skip around the video. If you do find this video helpful, please consider subscribing. There are a number of supermarkets around the map that you can do this base in, but a nice advantage to the Berezino supermarket base is that you are in a starter zone, so the average player is less geared and less likely to raid you. You also have a small military checkpoint in town, a police station, and an additional military checkpoint up the road. You can easily hit these locations each time you log in, and then add the loot to your stash. We are going to be building on top of the Berezino supermarket. These supermarkets are scattered around the map, and you can choose to build on whichever one you like. Feature to this building is the tricky way to get up on top. If you try to hop over the wall and climb up here, it will instead launch you over the wall. Instead, to get on top, we're going to close the gate and go around to this shed, hop on top, and walk across the gate. After completing your base, this will be the only way to get up and can make defending your base even easier. It is also a mild deterrent for the average player running by. They may decide it's not worth the trouble of figuring out how to mess with your base and then just ignore it and continue on their way. Now, to actually build on top of the supermarket, we will need to build a watchtower. We only need to build the 2 floors and stairs so that we can start bringing logs up. You don't have to put the walls on the watchtower, we're just using it temporarily to bring up materials. When we have finished our build, we will dismantle the watchtower. Now that we can easily bring logs to the top, we can start with a simple 4-wall structure. I like to make the first 3 walls using 1 watchtower kit, then close it up with 1 fence kit. That way you can always upgrade your structure later on if you wish. Go ahead and attach all your materials and start building. Make sure you have a metal wire and pliers already on you so you can turn your fence into a gate to open and close. Go ahead and attach your wire and use your pliers, then select Build Gate. Lock up the gate with a combo lock, and you have yourself a small base on top of the supermarket. Now you could stop there if you'd like, but if you'd like to get some extra protection, as a next step I suggest creating an airlock. If you played a game like Rust, you know how important an airlock can be. It requires 2 doors being made in such a way that you can go in and out of your base without the chance of someone killing you, with the door open and then walking right in your base unchallenged. Once again, we can start off with a Watchtower kit, that way we can neatly line up the walls. Let's also go ahead and place the fence kit, which will be our second door. Let's go ahead and make our 2 Watchtower walls. Then we will be making our fence and turning it into a gate. Once again, make sure to have your metal wire and pliers to craft the gate. Alright, attaching a second lock to the second door will give us a working airlock. Now you can exit and enter your base with a little bit more confidence. Now, one of our biggest weaknesses is that our base is simply one wall thick. To double the time your base will take to raid, we can make a second layer of fencing around the entire base. This will take a considerable amount of materials, as well as another metal wire and combination lock. This setup takes 10 fences, one of which will be a gate, so you'll need another wire and combo lock. Although this takes quite a lot of resources to pull off, the payoff is pretty big, being that your base will take twice as long to raid. And lastly, assemble the gate with the metal wire and pliers. Attach your combo lock, and you have yourself a double-walled base. Feel free to expand as much or as little as you like. Who knows, if this base lasts a couple weeks for you, a month, maybe you'll just keep adding on to it. One example, if you want to get fancy, you can build your watchtower from the 1 story that it currently is to a 3rd story watchtower, then you'll have overwatch over the area. It's all up to you what you want to do with it. To finish things off, we will be removing our original watchtower we used to bring up the logs. Before we do so, now is a good time to bring up any large storage such as barrels that otherwise couldn't be fit in a backpack. After we dismantle the watchtower, all other storage containers will have to be items that you can fit in your backpack and take up by using the gate and then hopping up and going on top. Go ahead and take a crowbar and dismantle your ground floor watchtower. Toss the extra materials in a bush out of sight. Now you have yourself a base on the supermarket. The only way up will be for players to run along the fence and onto the roof. If you happen to be online when they try to raid you, you'll know they can only advance from one direction. I do have a playlist with more base building videos to check out. I'll link that playlist in the top right and also in the description. Base building isn't perfect in DayZ, but I still think it's a lot of fun to do. What are your thoughts on this base? Comment down below with what you think. Or you can hop into my Discord and say hello. You can find a link for that in the description. If you'd like to see more of my DayZ videos, subscribe to the channel and snipe the like button. As always, have fun in DayZ, take it easy, peace.